lunatics, what's up guys? We're out here on Lake Texoma. A little bit windy right now, but I'm excited to get out on the water. Getting a late start on the day, but that's okay. Had some stuff that I needed to get done this morning. We literally didn't even get into where we're staying at until like 3 o'clock in the morning. Probably didn't get into bed till like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I slept till like 9:30 or so, and then had to go into town to run some errands in order to get some stuff for the week. And I'm glad I did that because it just like takes some like pressure off, takes some of the need to do items off the list, and now I can just focus on fishing, come out here, have some fun, not have to worry about going into town unless I need gas or something like that. So excited to get out on the water, excited to go try to figure out these fish and catch a few of them today. Just remember guys, all the Lake Texoma stuff for this tournament is all going to be presented by GCI Outdoor. You can go to their website, GCIOutdoor.com. If you find anything you like, they got outdoor chairs, tables, equipment, stuff like that. Use my code MLF15. Another company sponsoring all my stuff this week is 6 Sense Fishing. You guys know all about the 6 Sense Fishing products, awesome crankbaits, rods, all kinds of different stuff. Their plastics, the clothing, all that kind of stuff is awesome. Use my code LUNA10, 6sensefishing.com. Also, WaterLand Sunglasses, they're what I got on right now. These are the Hybros. I'll be switching to the Ashors here pretty soon. Really loving these sunglasses. You guys definitely need to go check them out. Waterlandco.com. Use my code LUNA10 to get yourself a 10% off. Anything on the store, their sunglasses, their clothing, their dry bags, sunglass retainers so they don't fall off your head, hats, stuff like that. So go check them out, waterlandco.com. Discount code is LUNA10. And then Dual Molds is also one of the sponsors for this week's content. So go check out all the different stuff. If you've been watching my videos, you definitely see me making my own tackle, making my own plastics, the spinner baits, the jigs, all kinds of different stuff. And Dual Molds has given me an affiliate link. So if you guys are gonna go to the Dual Molds website and buy some products, please use that link. It's gonna be in the description of today's video, because those purchases off of that link notify them that you went to the website and bought product because of my content, because of my link, and it just shows support of Dual Molds and for me, so that way they can kind of track what's going on. So please go in and copy and paste that link somewhere to save for future purchases. All my sponsors are really important, and Buck and Bass is I'm gonna be using that rain gear for sure. Last Chance Performance Marine always keeping me on the water, getting the boat serviced and stuff like that. Owner hooks, awesome hooks. All right guys, let's get on the water, let's go catch some fish, let's go have some fun, because that's priority number one for this entire week. Just have some fun out here on the water, and everything else is gonna build off of that. So let's get on the water, let's go have some fun, and let's go catch a few fish today. So right now I'm just kind of covering water with the spinner bait, throwing a crankbait a little bit. It broke off on a rock pile with the Carolina rig. I've seen a couple people catch some fish in this area that I'm fishing right now, and one was on an Alabama rig and then one was on a Rocky Point. I don't know what they were throwing, but definitely makes sense with the Alabama rig and with that Rocky Point. But it's pretty windy, and I'm just kind of staying a little bit in some protected areas, and there's a lot of other boats, and I heard it was pretty nasty out on the main lake. So I think I'm just gonna kind of stay close, because I don't have that much time to fish today anyway, and just kind of check around in this area, maybe venture out a little bit. But definitely looks like there's fish. I can see fish on the graph and everything, and kind of seeing what they're doing in this little creek arm that I'm fishing right here. There's some suspended fish. There's some fish that I've seen chase my spinnerbait around. They just haven't committed to it. So just gonna keep fishing around and just keep trying to take everything in and just trying to see what we got going on. Well, we just made a run up lake, and I went to a little bit shallower areas in the backs of some of these creeks, because when I first launched the boat, the water temp was probably around 56 in the area that I was fishing. And then I went to some main lake stuff, and the water temperature was 52, 53. And now I'm in another back of a creek, and the water temp is reading 57, so it's even warmer. And I got the flat 75 on, but with the temperature where it's at right now, I should probably put a regular Squarebill on and see what happens with that. But I'll throw this for a little bit longer since it's tied on, and then make a switch. So I got a lot of work to do to get ready for this tournament. There's a ton of water to fish. There's rocks, there's brush, there's flats, there's all kinds of different stuff to fish. So I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot to figure out, a lot to learn. So I kind of feel like today is kind of just a wash. I got here super late yesterday, got up late today, had to go run some errands. Didn't get on the water until later on in the day, like 12 o'clock or something, 11 o'clock, something like that. So I think today's kind of a wash. I didn't have anything rigged up or anything like that. So I think just getting on the water, seeing the lake, just seeing what kind of stuff is out there, what's on the bank, the water level, water clarity, stuff like that. I think that that's all important. And hopefully we'll start really building on what's going on out here starting tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna rain, but you know, it's tournament fishing. You gotta practice. No matter what the conditions are, you gotta get out there. You gotta figure out how to catch some fish. So one of the first things that we got rigged up for tomorrow is an Alabama rig. It's looking like these fish might still be a little bit in their winter kind of pattern. I think there's some fish that have moved up shallow a little bit, but they're not right on the bank. I saw a lot of fish kind of suspended, and I think the Alabama rig is definitely going to be in play for this tournament, so we're going to try that out tomorrow. I've got 2 of the dummies and Ghost Ice Minnow, and then I've got 3 with the hooks on it with the 3.2 Sexified Shad Divine Swimbaits, and this is a G-Funk Alabama rig. I've got this Alabama rig rigged up with a 7.7 heavy sensory rod from 6 Cents and a Corrado 200E7. No, it's not for sale for anybody that's wondering. And I can't remember, but we got some pretty heavy fluorocarbon on here. I was flipping with this at Rayburn and I just haven't changed it out. So if we start catching them on this, then we'll have to get some new line on there. If not, the water's pretty shallow, or pretty far down, so we're probably not going to be doing a lot of flipping. So something else that we got tied up for tomorrow is the Slick Shiner with a dual molt ball head. Both these are dual molt products. Got it on the 7.2 medium mod fast action 6 Cents spinning rod, Tatula LT 3000 size reel. The smallies should eat this. When I poured these, I thought I was going to be more chartreuse in there. It might just be this one because they look pretty chartreuse in the bag. And then I'll probably take a marker and color that tail chartreuse as well. One of the next baits that we got on here is the Crush 50X with that chartreuse and blue color. I had a flat 75 on earlier today, and I just think the water temps are a little bit higher than I was anticipating. So I definitely think that going with this 50X is going to give me a little bit more action, and I think that that's probably what those fish are wanting. But we'll find out. I'll probably switch between the two. Got it tied up on 7.2 medium heavy mod fast action 6 Cents Lux casting rod with a Daiwa Tatula SV with a 6:3 gear ratio. Okay, so the next thing we got tied up is the dual mold swing head football jig, and I'm going to pair it up with the 6 Cents Hog Walla. I went with the 3/4 ounce because I just want to be able to fish this a little bit deeper and a little bit slower, because I don't think these fish are like super active, but I definitely think that they might want this moving a little bit because we're getting so close to that spawn that something like this kind of just crawling, banging into those rocks and everything down on the bottom could be a good idea. And I think that thing's gonna get munched. We'll find out tomorrow. Okay, so the next bait we got tied on is a stand-up football head that I pour with my dual molds, 6-inch jungle craw color for the jig skirt, and the 7.3 unicorn casting rod by 6 Cents with a 7.3:1 gear ratio Daiwa Tatula SV. Next bait we got going on is the spinner bait. Make this myself with the dual molds ultra minnow spinner jig, and I got the dual molds thump grub on there as a trailer, and it's paired up with the 7'3" medium heavy fast action Divine rod with a Daiwa Tatula 100 casting rod, a reel in a 6.3-to-1 gear ratio. I'm losing daylight right now, so I am gonna hurry up and get this stuff rigged up, and I will see you guys next time. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and then also click on one of these videos so that way you can watch some more, and make sure to tune into my next video, which is gonna be my second day out on Lake Texoma. See ya!